Hi, good evening. I'm Srinivas. Okay, I'm an SAP UI5 trainer. I have 4 years of experience in UI5 and Fiori, and I have a 10 years, 10 plus years of experience in SAP Enterprise portals. I have total 14 years of experience in uh, SAP field. Okay, so today I'm going to give a demo on SAP UI5. Okay, so let me go with the few screenshots. Okay, now, um, Mukesh, you might have, since you are a ABAPer, you worked on any WebDyn Pro applications or BSP applications?
Yes, I have worked on Webdon Pro Workflow BSP as well, and little bit I have worked in UI5 as well.
Okay, good. Okay, so why people are moving to UI5 in your opinion?
Because Webdon Pro is not much user friendly compared to UI5, and that Webdon Pro we cannot handle in mobile devices. So because now is time to everyone hand it to mobile, so everybody wants to have on mobile. That's why needs to go in UI5 application and Fiori application. So otherwise, we are lacking to other technology like Java, .NET. So,
Yeah.
so that's why we need to move in web technologies.
Okay, so partially true. Okay, so I will tell you why we are moving to SAP UI5. Okay, so in basically SAP Web WebDyn Pro or BSP applications are server-based applications. Okay, so these applications run from the server. Okay, whereas SAP UI5 applications are client-based. Okay, I agree that these are interact with the server. Okay, but it is on a the mainly it operates in the client side in the browsers. Okay, so whenever you click an event, the event will trigger the server. Okay, whereas in WebDyn Pros, when you are triggering, the event will be triggered in the any client side eventing also, it will be triggered in the server side will be triggering. Okay, so see, for example, if you see a simple input validation, that input field should not be blank. Okay, when you click submit button, okay, it will the eventing is from the server side, not from the client side. Okay, but whereas in the UI5, when you are clicking a button, okay, it is a client side. It checks whether it is blank or not using JavaScript. Okay, so it checks from the client side and verifies. Okay, the screen is not if the field is empty, it will throw an error. Okay, but whereas in WebDyn Pro or BSP applications, it will trigger a server side event and then you will get the output. So in this way, you need some time to go to the backend and then give the response. So there is a time required to display that one. Okay, even though that is a fraction of second. Okay, but the client side in the UI5 it is much faster. Okay, so that is the thing. Okay, and another thing is WebDyn Pro applications and your BSP applications use heavyweight objects. Okay, so in BSP applications you use HTML-B. Okay, there will be the tags will be with HTML-B. Okay, so that is HTML for business. Okay, these are heavyweight objects. Those heavyweight objects are used in WebDyn Pro as well. Okay, whereas in UI5, HTML5 UI elements are used. So these are very light when compared to the WebDyn Pro or the PSP applications. Okay, so In this way, the the loading of the application will be faster than the WebDin Pro or BSP applications. Okay, so and these web app web development applications are simple applications. Okay, you can have simple applications in web app webdin pro and SAP UI5. You can run medium applications in web app webdin pro as well as UI5. Okay, when if it is a larger applications, okay, then SAP recommends not to go for SAP UI5. Okay, go with the WebDin or BSP applications. Okay, so maybe in future they will go with the heavy applications as well. Okay, because heavy applications require a lot of your data to be handled. Okay, suppose if you say BW report, it is a huge data, right? So that cannot be handled in using SAP UI5. Okay, so that's why they say that if it is a large application which handles large data, and then SAP says go for the does not recommend the UFI application. Okay, so as client-side eventing, it is not client-side eventing for Asset WebDin Pro, whereas UFI is client-side eventing. Okay, so server-side eventing, yes, for ABAP WebDin Pro as well as UFI, because when you trigger an event and if you enter an article number, okay, so you cannot distinguish that you entered a correct article number. That article should go to the backend. It has to be verified in a particular table, and then you need the response back. Okay, so that's why for some things you need client side, and for sometimes you need server side. Okay, so in ABAP WebDin Pro, the UI screen elements are very less. Okay, and in UI5 you have plenty. Okay. Um, WebDin Pro app is supported in mobile applications as well, but here there is a restriction. Okay, there is no separate mobile libraries. Okay, so if the mobile libraries are there, WebDin Pro applications will also be supported in mobile. Okay, so for UI5, it contains a separate mobile library, sap.m, sap.ui.common. So there are many. So these are the common libraries used in UI5. Okay, so and we'll go to the next point, like a video audio integration. It is difficult to integrate, difficult or medium. Okay, little bit you can say, but it's hard to integrate video or audio applications in ABAP WebDin Pro. But in UI5 application, it is very simple. Okay, look and feel appearance. Okay, since you are an adapter, you already said that the UI is not that good in ABAP WebDin Pro, because SAP has given certain themes. Okay, and we cannot modify much with for the ABAP WebDin Pro. But whereas in UI5 you can modify for each thing. Okay, there is a SAP theme, you can customize those themes. Okay, for each element, UI element, you can customize. Okay, for table you want to look differently, you can. Okay, for button you want to look and feel different, yes, you can. On hover, different color. On mouse out, different color, yes, you can. Okay, so next point is stateless or stateful. Okay, so ABAP WebDin Pro applications are stateful applications. Okay, whereas SAP UI5 it is called stateless. Suppose if you submit a click on submit, whatever data is there, you send it to the backend. Okay, the data once it is sent, it doesn't remember that one. Okay, there are other mechanisms to remember. Okay, but once you send the data the server side, there's nothing in the UI5. Okay, so that's why it's called stateless. Okay, SAP backend system both requires SAP backend systems. Okay, to for example to store the data, so we need backend systems. Non-SAP backend systems, SAP WebDin Pro does not support. Okay, SAP UFS supports other backend systems. Okay, SAP backend systems. models. What are the models used? So here in WebApp Pro, you have model class or assistance class, RFC or BAPI. Okay, whereas in SAP UI5 you have OData, JSON, okay, which internally uses classes RFC and BAPI. Okay, so basically the front end interacts with the backend way using the OData services. Okay, so HTML content size. So when the application is opened, the web app application, high size HTML content is generated internally. So that's why it takes time to display the application. Whereas the UF application, it is mainly built with the lightweight applications, lightweight UI elements. So it is generated internally fast. Okay, performance wise. Okay, performance wise, issues due to server side eventing for every action. Okay, and here you don't require the server side every time interacting with server side, only until and unless I specified that if it is blank you don't need to interact with the if you are checking for the field that if it is blank or not, you don't need to interact with the backend. But if you are entering in a number, article number, and if that article number is to be verified in the backend, then you need the server side event. So that's why for performance wise it increases, is high. Okay, so mobile compatibility. Okay, so mobile compatibility is there for ABAP WebDim as well, but there are some restrictions. Okay, only for dedicated mobile features. Whereas for SAP UI5, any mobile can support desktop, laptop, mobile. Okay, uh, any mobiles as well. Okay, development tools. So how do we develop a web app WebDim application using SAT object navigator, right? So whereas in UI5 it is we use SCGW service builder to develop the OData services. Okay, the Web IDE tool or Eclipse tool to build the UI5 applications. Okay, you can also use SCAT object navigator as well, and we can go to BSP applications and we can develop the applications as well. Okay, platforms used. Okay, so previously ABAP WebDim applications, currently also it is built using SAP ECC, CRM, SRM, SCM, PLM. Okay, and SAP UI5, yes, it supports SAP HANA, SAP NetWeaver Gateway, SAP Java Stack Server, Tomcat Server. Okay, these are the platforms used. So what is the necessary skill you need to have for ABAP WebDim Pro? ABAP. Okay, whereas UI5 you need, if you're concentrating on a backend, you need a BAP. Okay, and OData knowledge. Okay, so I will tell you about OData, how you can. But if you want purely on the front end side, you need HTML, CSS, JavaScript, JSON, XML, jQuery. Okay, these things need to be known. Okay, so I will for the UI5 side I will start with HTML, CSS, JavaScript one by one at time when it is necessary. Okay, I don't jump directly into the UI5. Okay, but I show what is web IDE, create a sample application. Okay, and then we can see each HTML and then UI5 or JavaScript or JSON, okay, required depending upon your proficiency. Okay, if you know that one, we can skip that one and we can concentrate more into the UI5. Okay. Next, in web app WebDim applications, what are the standard business applications used? Yes, SAP ESS, MSS, e-recruitment. Okay, there are many standard business packages. Whereas in UI5, starting very few in 2014 or 15, very few in hundreds SAP business packages were there, which are developed in Fiori. Okay, so now if you see, it is in thousands. Okay, for every application, whether it is MM or ST or FICO, or you have every standard business app. ready. Okay, if there is no modifications, the client can use it readily, ready-made solution. Okay, but as you know that the client has a different requirement. He can use the Fiori application, but with more features. Okay, so that's where the SAP Fiori consultant comes into existence. Okay, to go into the Fiori, you need at least knowledge in SAP UI5. Without UI5, it is difficult to go to the Fiori. Okay, so customizations extensions. So you can extend the basic standard Fiori app. Okay, and you can customize it. Okay, so any questions in this one? Okay.
No, everything is clear.
Okay, you need do you want to ask anything?
No, it is clear everything, so I don't ask anything right now.
Okay, fine. I'll continue with the other thing. So we'll go with the
Okay.
end-to-end architecture. Okay, so UI5 app can be run on desktop, tablet, mobile. Okay, so and backend system can be ERP, CRM, SRM, SCM, HANA. Okay, so these are connected with the front end via SAP NetWeaver Gateway OData services. Okay, the front end consumes the OData services. Okay, and the gateway NetWeaver Gateway is connected to the backend system via, it might be via RFC destinations, okay, or via DB connections. Okay, here here REST protocol is used. Okay, you might have heard HTTP protocol, right? Okay, for sending request and get receiving request. Here REST protocol is used. Okay, so let's go to the execution, how the SAP Web Developer is executed. Okay, so we have the client and we have the server. Okay, so the request goes and through HTTP request and HTTP response. Okay, so whenever the user clicks, all the events are in the validations or the screens related code or the database operations are in the server side. Okay, so whenever you're requesting a request, the request goes via the HTTP request protocol, and it gets and we get the response through the HTTP response. Okay, so that's why the performance wise it is little bit slow when compared to UI5. Okay, so when you are using the UI5 applications, okay, you have the UI elements in the front end side and the browser. Okay, the submit code, all the code is in the front end side. Okay, screen design is in the front end side. Okay, and whenever you are interacting with the database, then it is the request is sent to the HTTPS request or HTTP request or REST protocol. Okay, and you get back the response. So in this way, when you compare, see this one, so how you can easily identify that the performance is higher in UI5 than the WebDin Pro. Okay, so we have the UI5 screen. Okay, that's browser front end screen. We have the NetWeaver gateway and we have the backend. So we interact with the backend using the SAP NetWeaver gateway. Okay, so let me show you how you can create a WebDin application. Okay, so this is an SAP Web IDE. Okay, you can there's no need to install the Web IDE. Okay, it is you can you can get it from the free. You can get it for free after registering. Okay, so I will tell you how you can register and how you can use this Web IDE. Okay, for the moment, I'll show you how you can create a sample application. Okay, so in this this is a web IDE. Okay, so by default this workspace will be there. Okay, so right click on this one, click on new. Okay, and then you select project from template. Okay, so you have these options coming here. So you have SAP UEFI application, list report application, SAP Fiori master detail application, okay, Fiori worklist application, Fiori worklist application OData v4. Okay, this is OData versions v1, v2, v3, v4. Okay, currently we are using SAP recommends to use v2. Okay, previously v1 is used. So currently the OData version is v2. Okay, so you can create applications using like this. So currently we will create simple UEFI application. Yes, I click next. So it asks the project name. Okay, let's say UEFI Demo App. Okay, so you need to give a namespace. So namespace starts with com dot demo. Click next. So it asks me which type of views you want to create. Okay, so you can create UEFI applications using XML view or JSON view or JavaScript view or HTML view. Okay, but SAP recommends to use XML view. Okay, and you need to provide a view name. Demo view. Click on next. Now it says a new project named UI5 Demo App is created in your workspace. Click on finish. Okay, so this UI5 Demo App is created. You can expand. Okay, so once you can run the application directly. Okay, we have not written any code, but the system has your web ID has created the application required application with views and controllers automatically. Okay, you can just simply run the application by clicking this green button. So for the first time it takes a bit time. Okay, but later it will be fast. Okay, so this is the WebDIMT application where UI5 application we have created. Okay, so I will show you. You have this controller. Okay, and this you have this view. Okay, we have given the view name only. So the view name is XML, so it will create demo view.xml. Okay, if it is a JS, instead of a .xml, it will be .js. Okay, so we can open this demo view.xml. Okay, and we can say here title, right? I will explain all this one later. Okay, but we'll change the title, say demo session. Okay, I save this one and I click refresh. You see now it is quick. Okay, so demo session, the title has been changed. Okay, I will tell you all the things, don't worry, but I will create a simple label here. Okay, so say there is a UI element label, label, say text equal to welcome to UI5 demo session. Okay, and then I close this one, save, click refresh. Okay, you see it is fast. Okay, and you get the label welcome to UI5 demo session. Okay, so I have created so many applications for other students. Okay, and I can show you this one. Where navigation is done, so many UI elements is used. Okay, so let this application be open. Okay, so you have this one. I enter name Mukesh, age 27, navigate to view one. Okay, you see, this is a master detail screen. Okay, and this is a table. Okay, you can delete a value here. Okay, so sample button. So sample button. Okay, so navigate to view 2. This is view 2. Okay, and you see the name. You can pass values from one screen to another. Okay, so navigate. So you see in this screen, you see the name and age. Okay, with a navigation with multiple parameters. Okay, previously with view 2 is navigate with a single parameter. Okay, so view 3 is multiple parameters. Okay, view 4 is getting parameters from home screen via helper class. Okay, so I will tell you the all the details. Okay, so this is one of the navigation. Okay, so next CSS, how we can use the CSS. Let it open. I can show you. This, okay, you see, I say add style class. You see there is some difference. Okay, I say remove style class. You see the padding has gone. Add style, it adds. Remove style, I have removed one style. Okay, so how to play with the CSS. Okay, so I will show you another one, iconic tab bar. Okay, this is loading. So we can have this iconic tab, so that if I click on OK, you see the count with 53 items are displayed. Okay, with a weight less than 1 kg. Okay, with 80 grams. Okay, it's 1 kg is less than 1 kg, right? So if I click on overweight, all the items with all the products with greater than 5 kgs is displayed. Okay, so heavyweight, it is between greater than 1 kg and below 5 kgs, you will see here. Okay, so how to play with this one, how to get the data into the UEFI screen. Okay, it can be local JSON, or it can be data from the backend. Okay, so this one, See, these are how you can play with the layout. Can you see here? These are the images. Okay, these are which are being acting as an icons. Okay, when you click Google, okay, dog image. Okay, so this is the input element. Okay, inside a header. Okay, so you see the layouts. Okay, this is the horizontal layout. This is the vertical layout. Okay, so this is the fields. I say here, hi, Mukesh. Okay, first name, validate. Okay, so if I remove this, delete, say validate. So last name cannot be empty. Okay, so these are validations you can do. Okay, and you see the footer. Okay, many buttons are there, and uh, if I adjust the screen, the buttons are getting adjusted. The layout has been changed. It is responsive. Okay, so this is called responsive layout. And if I put here, you see all the buttons coming, footer buttons coming like this, like a menu. Okay, so I will be telling you all these features how it can be done. Okay. Okay, so this is like tiles, how you can create tiles on clicking of tile, how you to navigate. Okay, so like this, I will tell you how I will teach you all these things. Okay, to get accustomed.
Those style is not those style is not created through Fury. It's created in UIF, right?
Yes, yes. Okay, I will tell you all those things. Okay, and I will tell you about something about Fury as well. Okay, so let me.
Okay.
Okay, so previously at the beginning, there are only less than SAP provided only few apps. Okay, it is countable. Okay, it is less than 100. Okay, but now when you compare it today, it is more than 1,000 plus role-based applications. Okay, not only countable, it is 1,000 plus role-based applications like HR, manufacturing, supply chain, asset management, procurement, finance. Okay, so Fury is actually a new user experience for SAP software and for our applications. Okay, it provides a set of applications that are used in regular business functions like work approvals. Okay, so suppose you want an leave. Okay, that is a HR module. You, as an employee, we submit a leave, and that it goes to the manager approval. Okay, the manager, if he has a mobile and if he is not at office and he has access to the leave application of approval on his mobile, then he can simply click your accept your or reject your application from the home. Okay, so few applications made it very easier. Okay, so so they have come up with regular based functions like work approval, financial applications, calculation apps, and various self services apps as well. Okay, so why Fiori? It is responsive web design, it is user centric, it is role based. Okay, it is simple and easy to personalize. Okay, I will tell you all these things in detail. Okay, actually there are the fear applications looks like this in different devices: desktop, tab, and mobile. It is responsive as well. Okay, so yeah. Fury apps are distinguished into three types. Okay, based on their functions and infrastructure requirements. Okay, one is transaction apps, fact sheets apps, analytical apps. Okay, Mukesh, in which module have you worked more frequently, MM or SD or HR?
Means I have worked all module HR, SDMM, FICO,
Ah,
So I am comfortable in all modules.
okay, fine. So,
Yeah, I have already 8 year experience. I am handling also five members team as well. So
okay,
I
good.
have good functional knowledge as well as technical knowledge. Means I have good in ABAP,
Mm,
workflow, web info, iDoc, and all things. And HANA as well. I am working last 1 year.
good.
But Fiori side, I need to uh, make myself very comfort. I can work in UI5 and Fury as well, but I'm feeling I'm not much comfort on that because
No
if
problem.
I need,
No problem. I will
yeah,
help
because
you. Oh, in
yeah, yeah,
getting the starting with HTML, JavaScript, CSS. Okay, but I don't
yeah,
want to stress
main
the
problem,
backend side. Right,
yeah, yeah,
you're more
yeah,
into that field, right? So I can simply go straight away with how to create OData services.
yeah. So I have main problem in UI side.
Yeah.
Backend is I have uh, I'm good in or data side as well. Some where I have some problems, so I will ask that things. But I need to focus more in UI side because
Sure.
if I right now I am doing, I got some assignment, then I have to Google it and I find the
Yeah.
solution and copy paste like I'm doing. So that is not the right way for long journey.
Yes, yes. And you don't
So
in this field also you don't need to remember much, but you need to know which library to be used exact and how to
yeah,
implement it. Okay, that is the main thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Because right now I'm doing myself, so I don't know how to use it and how to search it.
yeah,
Whatever I'm find out, I can try it. So that's why I'm not going in sequence. I
yeah,
am searching through Google and find out that way. So that's why I'm trying to
yeah.
get the proper training so I know how to actual way of working
Yeah.
in UI side. That's
So
why I try to learn this.
so my concentration will be like 40% basics. Okay, 60% how to use it.
Yeah, that much. Because basic I can also learn anywhere, but how to use it, because if I know that thing but I don't know how to use it, then it is waste.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I will train you. Okay, if you are interested. Okay, after this demo. Okay, so in Fiori apps we have transactional apps, fact sheets apps, and analytical apps. Transactional apps are nothing but for creation of a material. So which one will use VS01, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
material mm0.
M01. In sales it is VS01, right?
Yeah, yeah, sales order creation, right.
Yeah. So if you want to create a material, MM0
One.
one. Okay, so you go to the transaction and you create by step by step. Okay, so you don't need to remember these transactions. You just need to find out a tile with create material, display material, change material, tiles. It will be displayed in tiles. You just need to click those tiles. You don't need to remember any transaction. So after clicking that tile, you get the material creation screen. Okay, and you can navigate back to display tile, display material navigation, or change material transaction. Okay, so you can navigate between transactional access. Okay, so that is the advantage here. Okay, so that is one of the transactional apps. Okay, the other transactional apps in HR is a leave application. Okay, uh, so fact sheets. Okay, we'll go to the other fact sheets. Mm, So in any organization, okay, you need to know the facts about the employee. Okay, so you can have those facts. Okay, using the fact sheet app. Okay, so one of the example fact sheet app is the employee fact sheet app. Okay, So when you click on the button, you get the employee details, like his name, his address, in which project he is working, or how he is performing in the organization. He is a high performer or as a medium performer. Okay, you can know the facts of him. Okay, using the fact sheets app. Okay. Uh, so another app is the analytical app. Okay, so why analytical app is useful? You see a stock market, how it is performing. Okay, so you want that type of app. Okay, so that the customer will be able to see how his product is working in the market. Okay, so if he wants to buy the particular share, he will just go through that one, and he sees the analysis how this is performing, right? If he before buying, and he sees the analyticals. Okay, and he decides, and he buys it. If it is going good, he immediately buys it. If it is falling, then what will then he will his decision will be delayed. Okay, or he may stop buying it. Okay, so the fact is help the end user to decide quicker. Okay, so the company will have the advantage, right? He can save money, right? Okay, so these are the three apps. Okay, so I will show you one app which I have developed have developed. Okay, so this is quality control app. Okay, initially it has a five UI elements. Okay, I have enhanced it, and it contains more than 30 elements here. Okay, using this app you can do attachments. You can send it to backend, you can store it, and you can see what are the other defects as well. Okay, so just view this application. So you can select the plant. Okay, or you can select the criticality of change, category, okay, subcategory. Okay, uh, you can select the type of change, whether it's permanent or temporary. You can search for material. Okay, so you can attach documents. These are all done using the mobile. Okay, so it saves time. You don't need to go to office, just you need to have the access and upload it. Okay, and it will be fast. It may when you submit it, okay, notification will be generated, and it goes to an approval for your manager, and he once he approves, it goes to the other department. And if you want to purchase anything, see the notification number is generated. Okay, and then when you click, you can view the process of your notification number. Okay, whether it is approved or delayed. Okay, so you will have this one. Okay, so if it is rejected, it will be say rejected. Okay, so this is a simple app, looks simple, but it has a lot of customization has been done. Okay, so I will tell you more about into this all apps. Okay, in detail how this one, but this to have this extension, we need to actually have the access to the real time. Okay, real time business applications. So for us, it will not be having these things, but I can tell you how we can extend the app. Okay, using creating a
Yeah.
normal app, extending the app. Okay, so we need to follow those steps in the real-time scenario.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Uh, so that's it from my side. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can shoot it. It doesn't need that you need to shoot it out if you want to continue further. Okay, you can use
Yeah.
a platform to exchange knowledge. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So means I want to also when we will start then uh, what is the mock server means we have created some data ingestion model that is we call mock server or what else?
No, no, that is not a mock server. Okay, that we are creating locally. Okay, by the developer. Mock server is something that the web IDE generates data.
Okay.
Okay, that
So
is
we will cover it, yeah, we will not.
yes,
That
yes, I will
thing,
cover it.
what is,
I will cover it. I will cover it. Okay, so
and one more thing.
I will tell you the course content. Okay, let me.
Okay. And one more thing is Flexbox. How to use it, Flexbox, plan, and all things.
I will let me.
Because
Uh,
I used Flexbox because I created one UI screen that in is working in desktop is fine, but when in mobile we are entering any quantity and save it without pressing anything, that value it disappear. I didn't get the reason yet, so I
uh,
use Flexbox panel and
Okay, we can see. We can see what are the first we need to cover one by one. Okay, so let me
yeah, yeah.
tell you what I am covering. Okay, introduction to UI5. Okay, creating sample UF application in Web IDE. Okay, then I will cover about HTML. Okay, so and then and next session HTXML, then JavaScript session 1, session
Mhm.
2, next session. Okay, in that one, and then I go to UFI elements, simple elements, how to
What
create button, label,
in
input.
JavaScript we are also cover jQuery as well.
Yes, yes, I will cover jQuery as well. Okay, so
Okay,
don't
okay,
worry, just see the contents. Okay, I will send you the
okay,
contents as well. Okay, so the behavior of buttons, input, text, labels through coding, how you can change.
okay,
Okay,
good.
like hiding a button, enabling or disabling the buttons or input field. uh, okay, that one I will tell
Right.
you. Okay, in other learning more into UFI elements, you will learn about checkbox, radio buttons, radio button groups. Okay, then I come to JSON. Okay, I
Mm-hmm.
introduced you how to create a JSON. Okay, creating forms using JSON. Okay, so,
Okay.
internationalization concept, that is the label should be displayed in different languages.
Right.
Yeah, debugging, how you can debug in a UI5, not only in backend, from front end as well you can. Okay, next,
Okay.
creating tables using related to mobile applications and related to desktop applications. You can create tables for both a mobile and a desktop. Okay, so
Okay.
creating tables with multi headers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
message boxes like alert, error, success, warning. Okay,
Okay.
so and again I'll go into the other UI elements like select, drop down, single column, two column layout. Okay, so and the combo box with single and two column layout, toolbar. Okay, first I'm not going to tell you about without going without knowledge of JSON, we cannot have these things. Okay, that's why I
Right.
have introduced JSON. Okay, and then toolbar, overflow toolbar. Okay, form validations, that is in JavaScript we need, right? So and you see that in the demo I have shown you that if an error comes, the input field is highlighted with red color or green color. Right. So how the
Yes.
value states are changed, and when you put a cursor on that error state, you can also define the text what the error is. Okay, you can set the value state text, that is value state text. Okay, and then
Okay.
containers, how to create a panel, how to create a page, generic tile, standard tile, tile containers. Okay, and then about the fragments. Why fragments? Like if you want to reuse a code, how can you reuse a code using fragments? Okay, so then
Okay.
dialogue. I'm saying dialogue because dialogue is also a fragment. Okay, iconic tab
Okay.
bar, which has shown you navigation from one view to another view with a passing single parameter or passing multiple parameters. You have seen right in the demo. So in
Yes.
URL, without a URL, using utilities, the helper class. Okay, how to work with Eclipse, not only with WebIDE. Okay, WebIDE configuration related to consuming services, not only creating OData services. You need to consume as well. I'm going to tell not only the OData services how to consume, but how to consume the already existing free services as well. Okay, so
Okay. Okay.
your gateway introduction. So what are the OData services which you use? Code operations: create, update, read, delete. Okay, so how to consume data? So OData service from web IDE: read and delete data from front end, insert and update data from the front end. Okay, next Fiori introduction, creating Fiori apps.
Okay.
Okay, and then we'll go with creating a some live projects which I have shown right when clicking on one tile, you go to another application and you have develop an application. Okay, with using tables, forms, using all the UI elements. Okay, so if you have any doubt in
Okay.
this some advanced topics, we can cover it here in this sessions. So if you are fast, we can cover it in 30 classes. Okay. So otherwise, it requires 5 more classes. So it will take 35 classes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Clear.
this is the course
Yeah.
content. Okay.
Okay.
So